Home prices went up 80% of metros across the country last quarter. That's up 9% from the quarter before. And here's the surprising part. Rates went up too, and yet homes still sold in most of the country.
But that's not the story here in Dallas-Fort Worth. That 80% number is what every headline is leading with right now. But it's not telling you what's really happening in our own metro. 3 out of our 4 counties are actually seeing prices fall, not rise. So we're going to show you the real numbers for Denton, Dallas, Tarrant, and Collin counties right now so you can get a better picture of your local market.
Later in this video, we're zooming all the way in on 3 cities, Flower Mound, Argyle, and Northlake. What's happening in those 3 cities look nothing like the county numbers, and they don't even look like each other. You might be surprised how different they are, so stick around.
By the way, we're Bret and Molly Chance, owners of Texas Home Life Realty right here in Flower Mound. We have people just like you reaching out to us every single month to help with their next move. If you'd like to just have a conversation about your unique situation and how we can help you achieve that goal that you're looking for, feel free to click the link in the description to book a discovery call with our team.
Let's start with how fast homes are actually selling right now. In Denton County, it took 34 days, which is just 2 days longer than last year.
Over in Dallas County, homes are actually selling a little bit faster, 27 days. That's 3 days faster than this time last year.
Tarrant County is the fastest of all 4, just 24 days, which is 5 days faster than last year. And Collin County is the slowest at 37 days. Only a day slower than last year.
Next, let's look at how close homes are actually selling to their asking price. This is the gap between what a seller thinks their home is worth and what a buyer is actually willing to pay for it.
In Denton County, homes are selling for about $24,000 below their asking price. In Dallas County, that gap is about $17,000. And in Tarrant County, it's around $14,000.
And in Collin County, that gap is about $23,000. Now, this is an average. We're actually still seeing quite a few homes selling at or above their asking price, and we'll touch on that a little bit more later.
There's one more important number to know before we talk about home prices, and that's the months of inventory.
This is about your supply and demand. It tells you how long it would take to sell every home on the market if not another home came up for sale.
The lower the number, the fewer the homes you have to choose from if you are a buyer. The higher it is, the more homes are out there for you to pick from.
Tarrant County has about 4 months of supply. That's the lowest of the 4 counties. So if you're home shopping in Tarrant, you've got the fewest homes to choose from right now. It's actually considered more of a seller's market over there.
Denton, Dallas, and Collin counties are running closer to 5 months. So if you're buying in one of those 3 counties, you're going to have a bit more to choose from. And these markets are considered to be more of a neutral market. We're seeing some pockets leaning towards more of a seller's market and others more towards a buyer's market.
Now, here's the number that you're probably most interested in: home prices.
Even though that national report said home prices went up in 80% of metros across the country, that's not the case here in DFW.
In Denton County, your typical home is down about $5,000 from this time last year, with a median sales price of just over $453,000.
Dallas County is down about $10,000 with a median price of $365,000. Collin County dropped the most, down about $18,000, which is about a $460,000 median sales price.
Only one county went up. Tarrant is up about $4,000, selling for just over $354,000.
But even the county numbers are too generic and don't tell what's happening in your town. Flower Mound, Argyle, and Northlake all sit in Denton County, so you'd think they'd all look the same, but they don't.
Before we show you those numbers, I wanted to let you know that we will give you some insights on what this means for you if you're thinking of either selling or buying in this market, so you're just not left trying to make sense of it all. And we'll cover that right after we show you a few local numbers.
Let's start with Flower Mound. The typical home here took about 14 days to sell. Remember, the average across Denton County was 34 days.
So homes in Flower Mound are selling more than twice as fast as the rest of the county around it. That tells you something different is happening here.
The average sellers in Flower Mound are giving up about $21,000 off of their asking price. The median sales price is just over $650,000.
And that's up about $27,000 from this time last year. That's a very different story from a lot of the DFW suburbs.
We're actually seeing this play out with our own clients right now. We just helped a family sell their Flower Mound home last month.
They were genuinely shocked at all the interest they had in their home, especially getting multiple offers in just 4 days.
We used those other offers to negotiate $27,000 over their asking price. plus a few extra weeks that they had time to pack up and move on their own schedule.
They were thrilled, and that's exactly what's happening for sellers in Flower Mound right now when their home is priced and positioned the right way.
Now let's look at Argyle, and it is telling a very different story. Homes there took 51 days to sell, up from 37 days last year.
Sellers there are coming down about $32,000 off their asking price, and that's a much bigger gap than Flower Mound, which tells you buyers have more room to push back over there.
And the price reflects it. The typical home in Argyle is now selling for $570,000. Down $45,000 from last year.
A lot of this comes down to new construction. Builders have been pricing high and making drops.
When an area like Argyle has so much new construction, you're not just competing with other sellers anymore. You're competing with builders who can offer buyers things you usually can't match, like lower interest rates.
And that's a big reason prices are softer there right now.
And finally, there's Northlake. Homes there took 31 days to sell, down from about 61 days from last year. That's nearly a cut right in half.
Sellers there are selling for about $26,000 less than their asking price.
Prices are climbing there too. The median home sales price in Northlake is now $560,000, up about $23,000 from last year.
And Northlake is a newer construction city too, so it got hit by that same builder competition we just talked about in Argyle.
What we're seeing now looks like the wave is finally starting to settle down. Buyers are catching back up with all the new homes that have come online.
Now, here's what this means if you're buying anywhere in DFW right now. Prices leveling off in most of these counties means you have more room to negotiate than you did a few years ago.
You're not walking into bidding wars everywhere. You can ask for repairs, ask for help with closing costs, and actually get some of it. But some homes that are positioned right from the beginning may not be willing to negotiate. Have your agent run the numbers and look at the market before going in with a random offer. Craft your offer based on real data. That's where smart buyers are winning the best homes in this market.
And here's what it means if you're selling. Pricing your home based on random headlines and other people's opinions just won't work in this market. Pulling a number out of the air and putting a sign in the yard may have worked a few years ago, but not in this market. Everything matters. You have to look at your competition, the other homes similar to yours. How are they priced? Are they updated? What does their home offer that your home doesn't, and vice versa? Look at the data and what buyers are willing to pay in this market. You must create urgency to get the best offers.
Priced and positioned right, homes are still selling well under 2 months almost everywhere in DFW. It's only the homes priced and positioned for a previous market that those are the ones that are just sitting and not selling at all.
If you're in Flower Mound or Northlake, this is a strong window to think about your next move, especially if you've been waiting for the right time.
If you're in Argyle, that doesn't mean don't sell. It means go in with your eyes wide open and know that you're not competing just against other sellers. Know what the builders are offering to buyers. You'll have to make your home the best one to choose.
We've helped families in these exact areas navigate and win in markets like this one for over 22 years. We track these numbers every single month, and we keep up with market shifts before they hit the news headlines.
If you want to know how to sell your home this year and avoid the traps many DFW sellers are making, check out this next video.